Yeah, that's the biggest part of it, at least for me. Um, I sometimes like I have one story in mind, like an original story. It's not a fan fiction. It's an original story. Um, that I've wanted to get back to for a long, long time. But this has been taking up most of my energy and my attention. And I may get back to it someday. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll see. So it's called Korax, the Dragon's Heir. Um, and it's a story. I believe it or not, it's a story that I wrote. It was one of my very first completed stories that I ever wrote. Um, I think I still have it somewhere on my external hard drive, and I think it maybe somewhere around 30,000 words, and I think I wrote it somewhere when I was like, I don't know, 13 or 14 or something like that. But I'd have to look at it again. You know what? Let me see. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay. Where is my hard drive? First thing first. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Okay, so I gotta do something different. Give me a second. You may hear weird noises, but it's all part of the process. Yeah, the reason I've been working on this for so long is because when I first started it, I wanted to try. First thing is I wanted to actually try and see what the characters of Maple Story would be like if you brought it into kind of like a real world context. You know, how would you um uh how would you show HP points? How would you describe running out of mana? How would you figure out leveling, gaining experience? And I know many of other mangas and stuff like that have done that. But oh, you know what? I think it's already on here. But really, what it just ends up is like, oh yeah, you got points and you leveled up. So really, what I wanted to do is the mana thing. What I did is you kind of have to feel it. At least from the many iterations of mana that I have seen, it isn't. It's kind of an energy that's within you all the time that you have to gather, and then you expend it, and then you have to like wait for a little bit to replenish it. So there was that. Let's see. I think this is it. Anyways, the health thing you have to do or the mana thing, like I was saying, you have to kind of feel it out. How does it feel to lose mana? And then when you're out of mana, how do you feel on that? Where does mana come from? And my version of it was that mana comes from, it's like a byproduct of your life force burning within you. AKA like your smoke or something like that. I don't know. I hadn't fully explored it yet. I think I had an explanation in there somewhere, but I can't remember exactly what I said for what mana was. But I also did say that, usually say when characters run out of mana, or that mana and your life force are closely tied together. So that you kind of have to be careful that when you run out of mana, that you don't exert yourself beyond that. Because if you do, what's going to end up happening is you will end up using your life force in place of mana. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay. So, what, really? Oh, wow. No, 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 that's not it. Okay. Um, Let me see. Is this it? Okay, I think so. All right. So the first version of this, wow. So wow, it's a lot longer than I thought it was. Okay, so the first version of this original story that I had is 81,000 words long. Not bad for like a 13-year-old, huh? Wow. Man, I did not know it was that long. Wow. It's still impressive, dude. 16,000 words? Like, I think, like, I kind of remember a lot of, at least a lot of my friends usually talking about people who would be going like, oh, yeah, man, I'm struggling to write an old, I'm struggling to write like a 2,000 word 2,000 word report or something like that. And I think I remember I came across that once and I was done with it like an hour or something like that. It was so funny. Well, yeah, they are a bit harder because like you have to stick within a given thing, but it still was is kind of funny to see like a lot the friends around me would be like, oh, I'm having trouble writing a 2,000 word essay, and then here we are over here just blazing through. It's like, oh yeah, just casually stomping out 16,000 words, in like a week. Yeah, it definitely is. All right. All right. So why is the chat box not showing up? That's weird. Because I have the chat box, Huh. That's still weird. I don't get it. The chat box should be showing up on screen, at least, once I have it done correctly, but that's a completely different thing. All right. But, it's happening over here on the side so people can see what's going on. It's just not happening in characters and you're already invested them, so you keep writing. Yep, exactly. Plus, also, you kind of have in your head, like, exactly what's going to happen, too. All of that put together, you're like, I just want to get to the end!